Thank you very much, those who are here, especially the media fraternity, for giving me an opportunity of giving the current status quo and also giving me an opportunity of explaining to the listeners outside there and entirely Uganda on what is happening on matters of basically our homeland Uganda. So before I break it down, I'd love to introduce my names. By the names, I'm called Okello Joshua, ladies and gentlemen. I appear as the voice of the voiceless listeners outside there. It is a great privilege to appear before you in this marvelous interview. So basically, the word corruption does not necessarily mean one taking money, but it also means one being responsible in his or her job being given by the state. So what is important to look at is perception, ladies and gentlemen. Perception is important, and strictly speaking, in this case, one does not have to give evidence at all. What I want to say to you, honorable members of parliament, I'm sure most of you will get this information that I'm giving out, and also the Ugandans at large, is that you must not try to determine this case on the technicalities. It is because it is manufactured. It's in its own version rather. If you do so, you will be letting Ugandans down, or you'll be letting Uganda as a country down. And also, on the other hand, you are expected to look at this matter in a much broader manner than courts would do. Courts are technical. You are not, on the other hand, and you can decide to go a little bit. If not, look at the whole thing and see that if so and so is guilty according to perception. So we have to keep that in mind. However, the issue in this matter is not that the speaker was involved in iron sheets, ladies and gentlemen. That's not the way, because United Kingdom the United Kingdom government rather has no mandate to indulge into the affairs of Uganda as a country. These are like two different families. You cannot have your own family. Then, as I'm having my own family, in the event that maybe you cook, let's say, for example, you cook greens, then I come in and say, why did you cook greens in your family? I don't think whether that will be taken as something good, because families, or rather, each family has its own rules. That's why we cannot command. I cannot come and command you, and you cannot come and command me. So this is a total act of humiliation, an act of devaluing the dignity of honorable speaker of member of parliament. But otherwise, this was a political witch hunt, ladies and gentlemen. This has no basis of law. She is not a petty criminal, ladies and gentlemen. She is a speaker of parliament of Uganda. This is her first time to be a speaker, and on the other hand, that tells you the quality and the trust the people she represents have in her. That tells you the type of respect Ugandans have in her, to the number of debates and bills she has manufactured. And that is why actually she was voted as a Speaker of Parliament of Uganda. If the cause which prompted the sanctions is theft of iron sheets, ladies and gentlemen, how come that other ministers who took iron sheets are not sanctioned? That is a question we must ask ourselves. And on the other hand also, could it be true that the Honorable Anita Mong is targeted because of her resolute fight against the homosexuality? In any case, the speaker returned all the iron sheets on this. Sorry, I beg your pardon. The speaker returned all the iron sheets on her own volition. And on the other hand, also, if we're to ask ourselves, could it be that the UK government is aiming at putting pressure on Speaker Mong, perhaps to influence her on position or stance on Anti-Homosexuality Act? But this is still impossible. On the other hand, can these sanctions change the anti-homosexuality laws, which has been confirmed by the Constitutional Court that it doesn't cause any violence of threaten human life, but at protecting the values, norms of Ugandans and Uganda as a nation. On the other hand, reading between the lines, is it that the lies between why the UK government put sanctions on the Honorable Anita Mong is more than the real truth beyond? That's again what we can ask. Basically, Anita Mong stands against homosexuality and to defend the values and sovereignty of Ugandans and will not and never be compromised, ladies and gentlemen. She has proved to a courageous woman who will stand on her grounds to defend what she believes is right for her country, Uganda. And I believe that so many Ugandans outside there stand by her, especially me, as I said some time back, that any action, especially legal action that will be passed against the speaker, I will always be there to defend as the voice of the voiceless, as someone who's well equipped with a toolbox of the legal weapons. One time I said I'm like a Cassiote. A Cassiote has so many holes that are mandated to play different roles. So when it comes to legal matters that affect the entire public, I'm always there to protect. That's why I'll always stand as the voice of the voiceless Ugandans. And remember, Matthew, it is not only the speaker that I'll defend. I'm ready to defend any other community that is oppressed and that is attacked by anyone illegally. So as I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, Uganda's sovereignty must be respected by the United Kingdom, and let Ugandans and their leaders decide on what is best for their people. That is what I can say. So by the names, ladies and gentlemen, I remain Okello Joshua, also known as Jokel. I stand as the voice of the voiceless Ugandans, the voice of those whose rights have been infringed. I stand while using the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda as the only tool that protects me, as the only tool that I can use for protecting those ones whose rights have been infringed. Thank you very much. I'm here with
Abdul Karim.
Can announce his names.
Abdul Karim, Kamswahili 3A. I think what I want to talk, he has already talked everything. The government of Britain and the British people, I don't know, all along they have been coming in. Now the other time it was colonialists, now it is homosexuality. I don't really understand them. Thank you.